Most of the time when these people be talking, I don't even hear them. They talk and they talk, but I do not hear shit when I'm near them. I swear to God that I came.
Yo, what is going on, guys? In today's video, we are going to be talking about the 2k19 wish list. Now, this is going to be very controversial, and a lot of people are going to have different opinions to what I do, but this is what I believe they need to change from 2k18 to 2k19, and what they need to re-add from old games, and also what they need to bring in that is brand new. So first off, starting us up is a universal rep system. Again, I feel like the rep system this year was really good. How the fact that you could earn rep in every game mode that you played, whether it was, you know, career, pro-am, park, walk on, you know, whatever you wanted to do, that would go towards your overall, and you could rank up by playing any game you want, not just park like it was last year. But the one thing that last year has over this year is that last year was universal. Didn't matter what character you used, but every time you played in the park, it would go towards one bar. And I really want that back, because this year I made so many characters and I only got my best character to a 92. I mean, I had a 92 center, I have a 92 sharp, I have like an 89 point guard, an 88 small forward. Like, I have all these positions, and if I somehow had a universal rep system, I would probably be up to like a 95 or a 96 by now. Like, I played so much this year, but because it only went towards that character that you played with, none of my characters repped up. Like, I grinded hard, but like, none of them were worth going back and grinding. Centers were really boring to play as in career, especially if you're just going for the most rep possible. It was so boring. Sharpshooters were really hard to do, unless you did a rookie glitch, which, you know, got patched very early on. And it was just so hard to rep up this year when you want to play with so many different characters. I mean, locking people into one character at the start of the year, I feel like, is such a limitation to the game, and they really need to fix that. So that is my first wishlist item. I want a universal rep system back. I want you to be able to go back, and I want to be able to rep up so many people at once. I want to be able to play as 3 characters that are all 95s, you know? I don't want to have to go and grind each individual character. Anyway, that's my first item. Let's get on to number 2. Alright, so number 2 on my wish list is fixing the rewards. Now, this year the rewards I thought were just terrible. I mean, there was no incentive for me to grind. I didn't feel like there was anything good after, you know, maybe 92, after the skateboard, apart from like double VC. I didn't see a reason to grind, you know, past 92, 93, 94. Like, I didn't see a point playing thousands upon thousands of games and getting like nothing. I mean, 99 overall. Like, what'd you even get this year? Like you get a gold badge next to your name when you walk around the park. That is literally all you get for hitting 99. Like, right now, I'm on the menu right now, in the game, unlock the legend badge. All badges will be raised beyond normal capacity. That is kind of cool, again, but is it worth playing like 10,000 games for? Is it worth it? I mean, I want them to go back to the rewards that I had in 2k16 and 2k17. I think they need to go back to the unrealistic side of 2k. They need to bring back the tigers. I mean, walking around with the tiger was awesome. I mean, being a mascot again was just another awesome thing that you could do, and it was a reason to like grind. Like, people would see you, like they would see you in a bloody mascot costume, and they're like, dude, that guy grinded. That guy is so good. He grinded hard. He plays hard. You know, he's good at this game because he's wearing a mascot. Same was said when you had the jetpack for Superstar 5. Like, people would be scared to play you. It was awesome to use. Like, it was a reason to keep grinding. But this year, the grind was so much like longer, especially for centers, and there just wasn't a point in going beyond like 92. You know, I feel like they need to go back to unrealistic 2K, add in all these lit rewards again, add in mascots, the jetpacks, you know, different skateboard options would even be cool. They just need to do something. They need to make the game more exciting, you know, more entertaining, and just better to play. I don't really know how to describe it. The third thing that I think they need to add into 2K is they either need to go back to the old way the parks were, or add in another neighborhood or multiple neighborhoods. I feel like last year the unrealism again really added to the game. I mean, choosing a park affiliation as well to your friends was kind of cool. You know, you could have competitions and stuff to see whose park was better. I mean, and you actually got to like represent your park. You could travel to the other parks when you reached like Baller 3, I think it was. Or when you got to a certain level, you could travel between the parks and not see the exact same thing every single day like you did with This Is Park. I feel like it was bland and like grey courts and stuff like that. They really need to change that and, you know, add some of the stuff that was in 2K17, like the big aquarium in the back of Sunset, the roller coaster in Old Town, and like the factories around not Old Town but Rivet. It was really, really good, and you know, something new to look at every single time you played the game. Whereas this time, you know, if you want to play the park for like a week straight, you get so bored. You're just looking at just like a bad appealing area. Like it doesn't look good. It looks realistic. It does, like, I'll give them that. It looks really, really realistic. But I feel like 2K needs to go back to unrealistic times and add things in their game that you wouldn't just see on any, like, park around you. Like, I feel like that's what they need. So unless they add different parks, you know, maybe different levels of parks, or do special events and at least change the park every, like, month or so, then that'll be fine. But, like, if they aren't going to do that, they need to go back to the old park system the way it was in like 2K16, 17, 2K14. I think if it was around there, I'm not quite sure when it started. But anyway, they need to go back. They need to at least add some sort of unrealistic element to the parks just to make it look a bit better. And that is my wishlist item number 3. Alright, so one of the final wishlist items that I have is the removal of long cutscenes. I mean, dude, waiting in your elevator every time you want to change an outfit and then running for ages to go to a park is so annoying. It should spawn you in right in the park, or at least give you an option of where you want to spawn each time. I feel like that's better, or at least have like your apartment literally in the park. Like you literally walk up some stairs above or next to the park and you're at your apartment, instead of having it, you know, like on the other side of the block where you have to walk for like 5 minutes. I mean, even just a little alleyway in between the both would have been good. I mean, they had the subway. The subway was good, but it still took like a while to actually get to the park. So like, I feel like if they're going to do this, they need to go back to how 2K17 was, where you could change your outfits literally on the courts. Like you could change them while you were queuing up. You know, change your outfit every game. That really added to it. Added some surprise. You know, you could change what you wanted to do so you didn't get bored every game staring at the same like outfit, same costume. And the other thing, I feel like if they're going to do this and shorten the cutscenes, they need to add skippable cutscenes in MyCAREER. I mean, the amount of times that I want to skip through Be Bloody Fresh. I mean, just make that skippable. I don't want to hear her just, you know, talk about cereal boxes or some shit. I literally just want to be able to play the games, not have to do a shoot around before the games. Like, I feel like just load into MyCAREER, let me load up a game, or at least have the option to, like, you know, pause cutscenes so you can watch them later if you want. Like, I feel like that should be an option. Or, you know, just delete them all, like, forever, you know? Or just have the ability to skip them. Would really like keep people actually playing this game longer than they did, because it died literally 3 months or like 4 months after release, and that's terrible. But anyways, I think that is my last tip for MyCAREER. At least I have a lot more for my team and my league and my GM as well. The last thing that I will say though is I really want them to fix the VC as well. Like, I feel like grinding this year was so much harder and longer than last year. They can fix it, just decrease the amount of VC that it needs to upgrade each time, or at least make VC cheaper if you want to buy it, so you aren't having to spend like $50 to max out your character, because that's just too much, especially if you're pre-ordering the game and stuff like that. So if you guys enjoyed this video and have any tips that I did not cover, make sure to leave them down below in the comments. If you're new as well, make sure to hit that sub button, turn on notifications. I will most likely be giving away a copy of 2K19, so let me know in the comments down below if that is what you want to get. Let me know down below in the comments if you guys stuck around to this part in the video, and you guys will have extra chances of winning. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you all next time.